Most founders are just trying to build a YouTube channel when they should be trying to build a YouTube asset because that's what they ultimately need. You don't need to have like a massive channel. So like when I try to break these two things down, like what I consider a YouTube channel is somebody who's chasing channels. Like they're trying to grow subscriber counts, get the most amount of engagement and things like that in their content. A sales channel for YouTube, so a YouTube sales asset, is essentially like a brand on YouTube that is designed to help your business overall. They're two completely different things. And so there's been a lot of founders recently creating content on social media, which is why I'm making this video, where they try to create a YouTube channel. That's what their goal is. Like they think that's what their goal is to create a channel on YouTube and posting a bunch of content. And so what I've found is that everybody tends to be trend hacking nowadays. And again, it's one of those things that like really hurts your brand when you really think about it in the long term. So when I'm creating content on YouTube, again, like I've said many times before, if you watch my previous content, all my content is centered around what my ideal clients are facing on a day-to-day basis. It's what my ideas are around. So what a lot of people creating YouTube channels are doing that are business owners is they're trying to chase a lot of trends. As a reference for this is a really good example. There's a trend recently that went like really viral. And like the title was something along the lines of like, you will see this when you're trying to grow a business. You will see this when you want to get into real estate. You will see this when you want to lose weight. Like it was a massive trend. Everybody started doing it. I think even Hermosi did it. Some other people in the space. Like it was a really massive trend. Got tons of traffic overall. So what a lot of these people were doing was like analyzing these trends on YouTube, trying to find out like what types of video ideas and structures are working very well right now and getting a lot of traffic and attention. That's good to do from a normal market research standpoint. The problem is you need to go through and analyze what the goal of that original video was. So the original person who made that, I forget the name, so I'm not even gonna try to say it, but the person who did it originally had a very small YouTube channel. They were like basically brand new, had like, I think like 10 videos on their channel total, and none of them even got like 500 views. This video they did was a manifestation video. It was talking about how you can like manifest your dream life. That's what the topic was around. It was like, again, I forget the original title, but it was something along the lines of like, you will find this video when you're ready to build your dream life or something like that. And so what that video was designed to do is it was not designed to like reach a very specific ideal demographic or target audience or anything like that. Is it was strictly just designed to just reach as many people as possible. That was the whole goal. And that's what it did do. And that's why all these like bigger channels you're creating, creating content on social media, as far as YouTube goes, they saw that it was a trend because a smaller channel created this topic that worked really well and they implemented it for their brands. Again, the problem with that is that topic originally and that structure is not designed to reach the ideal clients that you might want to be working with, even if you reformat it. It was designed to reach the most amount of people in that space. So if you had a mixed goal, for example, where like you might want to like generate like some leads and some traffic, but you also just want like a lot of brand authority. Maybe you just want a big brand on social media. That's a good topic to do. Like you switch it out for your business. It's like, for example, for me, you will see this video when you're ready to start growing on YouTube or something like that. Like, but again, if I talk about that topic right there, I'm like, okay, that probably fits my ideal demographic because I'm talking about people who want to grow on YouTube, but that's not my demographic. My demographic of people is business owners, like founder-led business owners, whether it's coaching, consulting, B2B, B2C, whatever it is, just a founder-led business that wants to create content on social media, specifically YouTube long-form content, to grow their business. So even though that title of that video is like, you will see this video when you're ready to grow on YouTube, seems like it'll appeal to that audience, and it might, a small percentage. It's also going to appeal to like everybody who just wants to grow viral on social media. Like they want to be a YouTuber. They want to be the next Mr. Beast. They want to have tons of subscribers and get brand deals and things like that. That is not the ideal demographic I want to go after. And that's what you also need to understand. Same thing, like if you made that exact same video and it's like, you will find this when you're ready to invest into real estate. Like you could be wanting to find like big corporate deals to like build hotels and like invest in those type of things. And that's your ideal client. And you think that making that video overall will appeal to that demographic, but it might hit a wider audience of people who are trying to like make some money on some fix and flips and like some rental income and like Section 8 properties and things of that nature. And that's why you have to be very, very conscious of like what type of content you're creating, because the more you do that, the algorithm will get trained around that behavior. So if it ends up seeing you create a piece of content that works really well like that and gets a ton of engagement, it's going to promote a lot of your other content to those types of audiences because they just know you had this massive outlier. Like that's how the algorithm works. It's basing it on engagement. And so that's the problem with it. Like in a normal sense, it wouldn't be a problem. You can have a one-off outlier. The problem is it affects all your past videos and your future videos as well. And so that's, again, like the mistake of trying to do that is you don't want to be trend hacking every single person without understanding what the main goal of that original video was. And if you are going to try to trend hack from it, either A, make sure you have a more of a hybrid type of goal, again, authority and also grow the business, or B, you rework that video idea with your specific goal in mind and get very hyper focused. It's like you will find this video when you're wanting to create YouTube content for your business. But again, that might not be a really good video idea to make. So that's why it comes back to that whole thing of like, you don't always want to be trend jacking off everybody, because again, you're just going to be picking up content ideas that worked for somebody else or worked from somebody else from the outside, because again, you don't know what their actual goal was. And again, it could actually end up messing up your channel and your brand long-term down the road as well.